Welcome everyone to episode 3 of our Rise of the Robots series. Today we're going to go through a quick fly through the Knightscope investor presentation. Knightscope's long-term mission is to make the United States of America the safest country in the world. We build autonomous security robots that are a unique combination of autonomous self-driving technology, robotics, artificial intelligence, and electric vehicle technology. 4 extremely difficult technologies all combined into one comprehensive solution. Our unique business model generates recurring revenue for a recurring societal problem of crime and terrorism. We've operated well over 2 million hours in the field, and the technology has been proven effective, and now we're scaling up across the country. Our country has 2 million officers and guards trying to secure 332 million Americans across 50 states with the technological equivalent of a number 2 pencil and a notepad. Crime has a $2 trillion negative economic impact on the U.S. every single year. It is a hidden tax we all pay in blood, tears, and treasure. Those 2 million people are actually needing to operate 24/7. And you can't triple shift a human, so at any given time, there are only 500,000 people trying to secure the country. Our solution is to provide both a physical presence to deter negative activity, but also to give those officers, those brave officers and guards, eyes, ears, and voice on the ground in multiple locations at the same time. We've operated through multiple winters and summers across multiple time zones. The disruption is underway. We count clients across numerous verticals, including corporate campuses, public utilities, law enforcement, casinos, hospitals, commercial real estate, residential, manufacturing plants, logistics facilities, and transportation, plus much, much more. Our long-term ambition is to put 1 million machines in network to help the 2 million officers and guards do their jobs much, much more effectively. There is a significant opportunity to have the machines do the computationally heavy and monotonous work, freeing the humans to do the enforcement work, making faster, smarter, and safer decisions. Hardware plus software plus humans is the solution. Our K5 is one of the most popular models we have, and actually working on the 5th generation of the ASR, or Autonomous Security Robot. It stands 5 feet tall, weighing in at 400 pounds, and patrols fully autonomously, not remote control, 24/7, 365, including autonomously recharging itself. The K3 is a smaller version of the K5 intended exclusively for indoor usage, standing at about 4 feet tall and 340 pounds. The K1 Tower is a stationary version of the K3 or K5, intended to be stationed where there's typically a great deal of vehicle or human traffic, perhaps at an ingress-egress point. The all-new K1 Hemisphere is an extremely affordable entry point to the Knightscope portfolio at just 75 cents per hour. Our K1 Blue Light Tower is a familiar symbol of public safety seen across the country, typically in parking lots, university campuses, and transportation facilities. Along the same lines, the K1 Blue Light Emergency Phone is a compact version, allowing for deployment in parking structures, stairwell entries, or interior locations. The K1 Call Box is often seen on highways, bridges, or remote areas. The K7 is a multi-terrain concept vehicle that we hope to bring to production in the future as robustness and autonomy is improved for higher speeds. Our machines can generate up to 90 terabytes a year that no human would be able to process. That data can be live streamed through our browser-based user interface we call the KSOC, or Knightscope Security Operations Center. This gives security professionals and law enforcement access to both the live and recorded data anywhere with a browser and an internet connection. I like to call it superhuman capabilities at your fingertips. Another source of revenue is for those clients that don't have a security staff or a 24/7 security operations center. We can conduct the remote monitoring on the client's behalf. Our technical strategy is focused on the powerful combination of autonomy, meaning level 5 completely hands-off and not remote control, with getting these machines to be able to see, feel, hear, smell, and speak, and eventually be able to do 100 times more than a human could ever do, and do it consistently with a perfect memory. Our technology has been proven effective, And we'd encourage you to visit knightscope.com/crime to see the results. They're quite compelling. Our business model is a unique one in that we don't sell our robots, software, services, or support outright, as many may think we do. Instead, we actually sell an all-inclusive subscription that we call Machine as a Service or MaaS. The effective price of an annual subscriptions are on the order of as low as 75 cents an hour to $9 per hour, with an all-inclusive service including the deployment, technology itself, service, support, and upgrades. Here's a notional representation based on our operating experience thus far and the company's internal targets for future performance. The business model drives annual recurring revenue per unit economics similar to luxury automotive, but with margins that look like a software as a service or SaaS business after recouping our upfront costs. Importantly, we do that while still providing our clients a very attractive price point at an effective rate, as I mentioned earlier, as low as 75 cents an hour to as high as $9 per hour. For example, a single ASR can generate on the order of $250,000 of revenue over a 5-year period. Cash outflows for building of the machine and deployment activities are obviously incurred in the first year. Support is incurred each year thereafter. We have projected that the total cash outflows over that 5-year period are estimated on the order to be somewhere about $85,000, yielding a cumulative 5-year margin north of $170,000 or a long-term target of 67%. One key and sometimes less obvious use case is simply providing a physical deterrence. A large machine roaming around on its own, strobe light going, making sounds, signage in place, and perhaps security or police emblazoned on it can deter a good amount of negative behavior. Additionally, the machine can be set up for be on the lookout or BOLO alerts for certain detections, including people, faces, plates, thermal, or signals. And in a significant number of cases, the powerful combination of the ASRs and the KSOC can augment a security program cost effectively. For your reference, a human guard can cost in the range of, say, $15 to $35 an hour, and that varies widely across the country. But if you need to cover a post 24/7, you actually need 4 humans. The employee turnover rates can range from 100% to 400%, in addition to a lot of staffing issues. On the law enforcement side of things, 2 officers in a vehicle operating 24/7 can easily cost the city well over $1 million a year. And to be abundantly clear, there are just not enough officers and guards to secure the country properly. The nation needs new tools and new capabilities, as I believe everyone has a basic and simple right to live in a safe community in a safe country. For the last 2 years, we've been working our way through the extremely rigorous FedRAMP cybersecurity review process. We submitted all the information during 2022 and await the decision by the U.S. federal government, hopefully here in 2023. One of the most effective sales tools we have is the Robot Roadshow, or as I affectionately call it, the Robot Aquarium, giving an opportunity for prospective clients to see the technology up close, involve decision makers in the process, as well as build excitement for the robots in the organization. So why now? Why is Knightscope growing? Well, public safety is top of mind for the entire nation. Knightscope is literally at the intersection of 4 extremely important technologies: autonomy, robotics, AI, and electric vehicles that we believe will be highly disruptive in the coming years, and that disruption has already begun. And lastly, despite what all the naysayers have to say over the years, we not only got the technology, this cutting-edge technology to work, it's been proven effective in crime fighting. There aren't too many direct comparables or competitors of Knightscope, but remember, our mission is to help secure the United States of America, and we applaud anyone and everyone who is aligned with that mission. The team has grown significantly, but the 4 founding management team members are still at it nearly a decade into the effort. Our team is not only extremely seasoned and skilled, but very much hands-on, driving our highly complex technology to grow in the marketplace. And our seasoned board of directors, made up of a majority of independent directors, provide not only the appropriate oversight, but the focus on the long-term mission. Now that we've generated millions and millions of dollars of recurring revenue with clients, some of whom have renewed for their 4th, fifth, and even sixth years, we can safely say we're onto something we believe will be significant over the long term. And as criminals and terrorists can be anywhere, we look to push Knightscope to be everywhere. And that's a wrap on episode 3 of The Rise of the Robots. Until next time, be safe out there, and remember, long Knightscope and short the criminals.